This right here is the upright structure to the float I've been talking about building. And let's see, there are just 3 of those foam things. And this middle one here, we've got, as you can see, PVC pipe through it. So it'll stand. See, I'm trying to film and show you at the same time. So it'll stand up like that. And we put those green ones between the orange just as spacers to keep the orange ones in place. And what'll happen is that umbrella will go down into this PVC pipe here. And I just wanted to come on here and show you the structural part of this real quick, because I'm going to go start decorating it. And I'll show you it once it gets decorated, and then I will show it to you again once we actually get it on our float. And I'll show you what our floats look like. I'll try to get some pictures of it in the water if I can. If not, you'll at least see it once it's attached and once all the floats are blown up and once it's decorated. But I'll show you the decorated part before it's even attached, like once I get it decorated. And on these, I'll be wrapping these, but I'll be putting decorations just on the top side, because this underside here, the middle part, our heads will be near that, so we don't want anything like hanging down. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and show you the structural part of this, and once I get it decorated, I will show you the next step. Okay, thanks. Hello, I'm back. I wanted to show you my umbrella and poles at this stage. Okay, these are the poles. I'm on the side of my house now, and it's very bright out today, so I'll be casting a shadow. But these are the poles. I kind of wrapped them in the like ribbon, and then I took those garlands that I'd gotten in previous hauls. This is all the things for my craft hauls that I did, Dollar Tree craft hauls. And this is what I've done with them so far. And I've covered this umbrella with flower petals. I had to take those flowers and those leis and take the heads apart and take them apart and get the individual petals. And then this is, you know, these are the poles and the noodles that I was telling you about. We do have a few more things to go on these, like I've got some butterflies. I've got this one right here. And I've got more butterflies to go on top, but those will not be able to be put on until we get to the festival and we're putting our tents together, because we can't travel with them on there. And this pole right here, we are going to probably take the flower petals like that and E6000 them. And then I've got, see, the top of these noodles here. Sorry, I have some little grass looking flower with their little fake grass with butterflies sticking out. I'm going to stick those in there, and I will show you all of this whenever it's completely done and we're actually putting it together on our float. So yeah, this is what it's like so far, and I will update you whenever I'm at the next stage of the process. Thanks. Okay guys, I just got out of the shower. If you hear people banging in the background, they're working on my roof, and I apologize for that. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about this festival before I show you how our floats turned out. We went to this festival, and the first night there, they showed a movie, which was cool that they did that, but the movie wasn't very good. And there was no music at all. It's the only festival I've ever been to where there was no music on a Friday night. So we, you know, watch the movie, then we go back to our tents and, excuse me, sorry, my nose itches. We wait for the music to start, and there was none. Not even a campfire jam like they had promised. So we, you know, go to bed, call it an evening, get up the next morning, and we know it's going to take a while to get our float set up. So we go down to the water, and we put our float in the water, and we get our canopy thing set up that we had made, because we knew it was going to take a while. So we start floating down the river with all the rest of the floaters, and you know, it's probably a good hour float down the river, and they have people at the other end and trucks to transport us back. But we're floating down, and we're, you know, watching for all the other floats to see if we have a chance. Well, we float down, get to the end, get in the truck to take us back, and come to find out, you were supposed to drop into a water in a certain area, which there were no signs. No one came on a loudspeaker and told us this. You were supposed to sign up for this float down, which we thought just by being there and being on the river that we would be included, because there were people along the river that I thought were judges, you know, they weren't floating down, they were just standing there. So come to find out, you were supposed to sign up, and they did not post this anywhere. There was no signs. There were no people standing out saying, you need to sign up here, you need to drop in the water here. There was no announcements. The people who won this stupid float down were on a big raft with white flags that had a, like, crossbones and a skull on it. Like, hand-drawn with a marker. So anyways, oh yeah, second place winner was someone with a bottle of wine on a float. I'm not joking, a bottle of wine. That was their decoration. So anyways, when they announced the winners, of course we didn't win because we didn't sign up, even though there was no sign up place. There was no signs directing us to a place to sign up. Everyone that came down the river told us that we should have won. And so we were disappointed with that. But beyond that, the people who were hosting the festival, the band that was hosting the festival, they started playing when it was still daylight. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys, or tell you guys about my experience. I mean, it was the most unkind, unfriendly festival I've ever been to as far as the people that were there. And it was very unorganized. Like, there were no signs, there were no announcements, there were no anything. And then the main headlining act to go on while it's still daylight. And the people around us were just kind of rude, which is unusual because at festivals, you know, it's usually love, peace, and sticky sheets. This was not the case with this one. And I'm kind of glad I didn't win the tickets, because I probably would have tried to sell them, because I don't want to go back to that particular venue. The greatest thing about it was the river. Like, when we floated on the river, that was the funnest part. And during the day it was so hot, we spent most of the day on the river at this festival, because you could not do anything else. It was hot and humid, and there was no shade anywhere. You were just kind of in a big field. Oh, and this was a campground where people had these little shacks. And I'm not talking about cute little cabins or anything. They were literally like pieced together shacks that people permanently stayed there. You could rent it for the year. It was just a really weird vibe. And so I just wanted to come on here and tell you my experience. And now I will put up pictures of our floats, because I didn't get video, because we didn't want to take our camera or our phones near the water. So we just ended up getting a few pictures, and I will put those up now so that way you can see how our float turned out. And the fact that everyone floating down the river told us that we were the winners, I really thought we had it in the bag, especially when I saw all the other floats. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.